Dreams burned on the asphalt, while Bezzecchi and Marquez carved the pace at the front. Alex Marquez held third, waiting for fate. Fallen riders, fallen hopes, fallen dreams. Marquez struck like a blade. Misano shook. One mistake, one strike, one kill. But Bezzecchi refused to bow. He hunted, breathing down Marquez's neck, slicing the gap to 0.158 seconds. The air was war, the asphalt fire, the fans relentless. Yet Marquez was colder than steel, sharper than hate. Yet every punch Bezzecchi threw, Marquez answered harder. Every strike, every scream, every heartbeat, it was all his. Forever speed, forever risk, forever war. And Marc Marquez was its executioner. Always noise, always fury, always Marquez. Marc Marquez is not here to survive Misano, he is here to conquer it. In front of Rossi's army, under the roar of the Yellow Sea, the baby alien wrote his chapter. The 16th round of the 2025 MotoGP season became a battlefield, and Misano became his empire. No fear, no hesitation, no retreat. From the very start, chaos erupted. Johan Zarco and Joan Mir collided in the opening laps, crashing out in a brutal reminder that Misano shows no mercy. Marco Bezzecchi seized control from pole, the home hero leading the Ducati Predator by a razor's edge. The crowd erupted. The duel was set. Only fire, only fight, only glory. Lap by lap, the storm intensified. Maverick Vinales fell. Francesco Bagnaia lost everything with a devastating low-side crash. Dreams burned on the asphalt, while Bezzecchi and Marquez carved the pace at the front. Alex Marquez held third, waiting for fate. Fallen riders, fallen hopes, fallen dreams. Bezzecchi still led into lap 10, just 0.174 seconds ahead of the Spaniard. The tension crackled like electricity, the grandstand screaming with every gear shift. But on lap 12, destiny cracked open. Bezzecchi went wide at turn 8. Marquez struck like a blade. Misano shook. One mistake, one strike, one kill. But Bezzecchi refused to bow. He hunted, breathing down Marquez's neck, slicing the gap to 0.158 seconds. The air was war, the asphalt fire, the fans relentless. Yet Marquez was colder than steel, sharper than hate. He clocked the fastest lap on 21, breaking the track into submission. No escape, no mercy, no surrender. Bezzecchi fired back, setting his own fastest lap. The duel was raw, pure, violent. Misano roared as they traded blows on the stopwatch. Yet every punch Bezzecchi threw, Marquez answered harder. Every strike, every scream, every heartbeat, it was all his. Forever speed, forever risk, forever war. Alex Marquez clung to the podium fight, while Morbidelli and DG Antonio stormed inside the top 5. Behind them, Aldeguer, Marini, Quartararo, Oliveira, and Binder wrestled for scraps of glory. Misano devoured the weak, but exalted the fearless. Some endure, some collapse, some rise. And then came the final laps. Marquez led, Desmostecchi raging like thunder. Bezzecchi still breathing fire, still hunting, but the gap remained unbreakable. Every turn was a war cry, every straight a declaration. The baby alien would not be denied. All about pride, all about power, all about destiny. The checkered flag waved. Marquez crossed first, Bezzecchi second, Alex Marquez third. A podium carved from blood and fire, Misano echoing with history. With this victory, Marc shattered the single-season points record, 512 points, a mountain no man has ever climbed. He came, he fought, he conquered. For Rossi's land, it was heartbreak. For Marquez, it was immortality. Misano was not a sanctuary. Misano was a sacrifice. And Marc Marquez was its executioner. Always noise, always fury, always Marquez.
Marc Marquez didn't just win Misano, he rewrote the laws of domination. A season already overflowing with records now has a crown jewel, 512 points, a number that will echo for decades, a monument carved in speed. Not just numbers, not just points, not just history. This wasn't just about Bezzecchi, this was about Rossi's legacy, about Misano's soul, about a kingdom under siege. The yellow wall screamed for resistance, but Marquez turned their fury into fuel. Every whistle was power, every jeer was fire, every roar was silence when the flag dropped. Not their noise, not their hate, not their kingdom. Bezzecchi fought with heart, he fought with spirit, he fought with everything, but spirit alone could not defeat inevitability. Misano begged for a miracle, but Marquez is not a man you pray against. He is the answer to prayers of dominance. Speed against faith, power against hope, destiny against dreams. Even Alex Marquez's podium had meaning. The two brothers standing side by side, rewriting the championship into a family affair. The rest, shadows, chasing ghosts they could never catch. Two brothers, two warriors, one destiny. And yet, the crowd told its own story. The boos, the banners, the venom. Misano revealed something darker about MotoGP's soul. Celebration for a crash. Joy in another man's fall. The sport is brilliance, but also blood. Misano was proof. Glory has a price. Rivalry has a cost. Respect has a limit. Still, Marquez walked away untouched, his mind unshaken, his eyes unbroken, his will unbent. He showed the difference between noise and greatness, between chaos and control. Calm in the storm, fire in the silence, ice in the heat. The Ducati garage roared in triumph. Engineers, mechanics, strategists, they knew they were part of something bigger. This wasn't just another win, it was an empire being built in red. Not one rider, not one race, not one season. And for Rossi, watching from the shadows of his own temple, it was bitter. His student faltered, his fans failed in grace, his smirk lingered, but so did the memory of 2015. Time moves forward, Rossi stayed behind. Legends can inspire, legends can haunt, legends can fall. The championship is no longer a question. It is an inevitability. Misano didn't decide the title, it decided the myth. Marquez doesn't just lead the season, he owns it. Not the chase, not the fight, not the doubt. When history looks back at 2025, Misano will not be remembered for Rossi's smirk or Bezzecchi's defiance. It will be remembered as the race where Marquez walked into the lion's den and walked out a king. Forever remembered, forever feared, forever Marquez.